You know, my fly reel has developed the shakes. I think it's been drinking too much. But anyway, I promised you guys a spruce grouse and cheese sandwich, so let's go and watch the video. Well, finally, after 5 or 6 hours, over the course of a couple days of busting the brush and tripping over myself, I did manage to connect with a spruce grouse. It's not the only one I've seen, but it's the only one that flushed in such a way that I could follow it up or was interested in following it up. There's this wives' tail that's floating around that spruce grouse just flush up into the nearest tree and then stare at you. That's just an old wives' tale. There are some that do that, but there are just as many or more that flush hard, much like ruffed grouse. And they will put a lot of distance in between you and them. But it's getting really dark. It's going on 4:30. Trails will go to the dogs minus the heart, I suppose. They got to get some sort of reward, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to show it this time. I'll try to get set up better. And I'm sorry that I didn't get a video of the actual shot because this was the end of the day, and my only real purpose was to take my girl dog on her evening walk. And I just grabbed the .22 rifle just for shits and giggles, and bumped into one. I wasn't going to go hunting again until tomorrow morning, but managed to connect with one, and it's all good. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to store it in this coffee can overnight because I've already got dinner going, and we're going to cook this up tomorrow. I'm going to make some bread or biscuits, and we're going to have grouse and cheese sandwiches. Doesn't that sound yummy? So, but it's getting dark, so I better get rolling with this because my dog is really expecting a treat. So, Dad better quit talking and start working. Well, here we go. In this coffee can, we've got our grouse. Not a horribly large bird, are they? But there are the heart's in there also. So we're going to wash this out and finish cleaning it up because we just kind of did a rush job the other day. And we're going to get this into the Dutch oven here in just a little bit and see what we can't make as far as a tasty meal. So we're going to take this inside and get going. Hopefully I'll have enough light in the cabin. I'll have to probably turn on the spotlight, but we'll see if we can't take you along for the entire journey. I apologize for the really bad lighting. I'm actually using my spotlight in the ceiling, which I use to light this place up for skinning marten and stuff. But here we have flour for our biscuit or our bread, whichever you want to call it, in the pan. I know you were really hoping to see me actually pour the flour, or scoop the flour into the mixing bowl, but I decided to cheat you, and I'm glad. So I'm going to add a little bit of water here and mix it up. I will also skip the water adding because that's just the nasty kind of guy I am. You make a nice loose dough, and you will know when you have a nice loose dough because it'll want to stick to your fingers. So you spread a little flour out onto your board here, your cutting board, and you just knead it back and forth. You don't have to do it as long as you would for bread. Maybe do this a couple dozen times or so, and that'll be good to go. It'll get nice and elastic and spongy and stuff like that. Like I said, if it looks more like a drop biscuit consistency in your mixing bowl, that's about where I leave it, and then I let the flour on the cutting board do the rest. So we'll just mix that up a few more times, just make a real simple biscuit. We're not going to get pretty with it because we know what's going to happen to it. Now this biscuit here, there's nothing fancy in this biscuit. This is flour, baking soda, and warm water. That's it. You can almost call these no ingredient biscuits. You don't need egg, and not because I don't use egg, but I don't have any eggs, and I could have used powdered milk or something like that, but these will turn out fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me flour this up just a little bit and stick it inside the wood stove. There, wasn't that riveting? It's getting there. Been a little brown, just a little bit more, but I'm sure she's done. And we'll clean out the Dutch oven and put our bird in there. Uh-oh. Notice the tin foil on my stove to keep it from getting too grungy. There we go. That looks done to me. Now we're going to let that cool off a bit and just clean it up. Not the biscuit, the Dutch oven. And put our bird in there. I've decided to wrap the grouse in tin foil and cook it that way inside the Dutch oven. You can see the little grate down below, which is going to keep it off the bottom and keep anything from scorching. I'm just going to throw her in the wood stove and keep the fire going and check it periodically. And we're just going to throw our grouse in there. We've got to build that fire up just a little bit though. And keep an eye on it while we watch a movie, I guess. Well, there we have it. I didn't, show you every detail of making a ham and cheese sandwich because I'm pretty sure most of you have done it before, but here's what we have. We have a spruce grouse and cheese sandwich with home-got spruce grouse and homemade biscuit or bread. It's kind of a cross between the two, and I did not make the cheese. I did cut the cheese, though, but I did not make it. There was no pun intended. So anyway, gang, I hope you found that interesting. It tasted so good. Didn't need anything special on it. It was just a spruce grouse, cheese on a biscuit. It tasted so good, I did the exact same thing with the next grouse I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe, and please leave a comment. I got more videos coming. Just be patient. Hit that notification bell too. It'll tell you when I got another video lined up. Anyway, I gotta go. I got a screw loose on the reel.